Hello everyone, Denise James. Today I am talking about sales prospecting tips. Top 5 ways to find more customers for your business. So if this sounds like you, then I encourage you to go ahead and hang out with me today. Now, those of you who might hit a wall trying to find more customers for your products and initially generate more sales as well, then I'm going to go over 5 ways you can find customers. And the first thing I want to cover is Meetup.com, otherwise known as Meetup Groups. I know it's a little old-fashioned, but it's offline technique, sales method for prospecting for your product and generating more, ka-ching in your pocket. So Meetup Groups are a great place to find people looking for what you have, because believe it or not, they're more niche specific and more qualified as far as a product is concerned. So for example, like your Hilo, there's a lot of fitness groups, health and wellness groups on Meetup.com. So you can actually go on to Meetup.com and put in a search for health and wellness, and a whole bunch of, all kinds of groups will pop up fitting your, criteria and what you're looking for. So when you start going to these groups, you can network and build a relationship with those people at those networks. Now, don't just try to spam them right out the gate. The first thing you want to do is get to know them, be interested in them, ask them questions about them, and people love to talk about themselves. And that's one of the things you need to realize when you're going to these meetup groups and, getting to know these people and building rapport and trust, is getting them to talk about themselves. So that is the best way you can start generating customers, is by, being interested in that person, and they'd be more open to taking a look at what you have as far as a product concern, and even ultimately buying from you when you take the time to build a relationship with them, and you can build up your contact list so you never have to run out of people to talk to. So meetup groups are a really good way to get started, especially you're starting from ground zero. Maybe you burnt your warm market list and you don't have any more friends or family to talk to you about your product. The second thing that I want to talk about is local events, festivals, expos. That's another great resource to start generating more customers for your business. And they don't always have to cost. Some of them do cost, some of them don't. But you can actually go to your local classifieds paper and see if there are any local events in your area. For example, the area that I live in, we always having some sort of a festival going on, and I can, plan and schedule that out where I can go to some of these festivals and, generate some leads for my product, by ultimately taking the time to get to know the people in the neighborhood, because most of the times the people in the festivals live in the area pretty close. So that's another way to generate more customers and sales. Expos, there's a lot of places that have expos that can demonstrate what kind of service or product they have. That's another great way to do it. Was I missing? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Events. You have to start thinking outside of the box, because most of the time what happens is when you get involved with a home business is that you're told to talk to your warm market, which is your friends and family, but most of the time they're not interested, and you can go through that list quite quickly and pretty much burn that list. So I'm giving you a few options on how to generate more customers for your product, as well as more sales. I'm looking at a list here so I don't forget anything. Oh, another third option is Facebook, social media, Instagram. Maybe you don't want to have to deal with going offline to generate more customers, but you can find customers for your product on Facebook, Instagram, social media, but there's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. Now, the couple tips here is when you're marketing your products or looking for customers for your product on Facebook, one of the things you can do is look at groups, health and wellness groups on Facebook. You can join a few of those and it'll give you the person's name, the members who are part of that group, and you can personally reach out to them through Messenger or the Facebook chat. So now I have to warn you, like I said, there is a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. The first thing you want to do is check their profile out, see what their interests are, and you build a trust and rapport based on what's on that profile. So for example, if they're into health and wellness, and you see on their profile that that's all they have, and they love hiking and they love, being in events, you might want to mention that when you send them that first message, because you don't want to reach out to this person and you haven't even looked at their Facebook profile. So it's very important to check out that person's Facebook profile first to see if anything you have in common with this person and use it to build rapport and trust. So if you like hiking and running and competing in marathons, then you can use that as a great rapport builder. If find something that you have in common with that person, but you don't want to, first thing that comes to your mouth, hey, you want to check my product out. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be salesy or spammy. You don't want to put your link in there, because most likely they'll just ignore you if you just, throw your link out there. But if you have a natural conversation with that person and genuinely interested in that person, once you build that relationship, there will be open to looking at what you have as far as your business, for example, the Hilo or, your business opportunity. I did mention Instagram. Instagram is another great place, believe it or not, to find customers for your products. Now, Instagram is a little different. Of course, they are owned by Facebook, if you didn't know, but Instagram allows you to post images of your product. And the best way to do it is take pictures of you using your Hilo and post it on Instagram. And that way it can generate some curiosity on what is this, because, most people have never heard of it still. So if you have pictures of you using it, or you can do an Instagram live story, because Instagram just rolled out the ability to do live video, but it's called Instagram Stories. So if you do want to know more training about Instagram or Facebook, let me know down in the comments below, especially for my team. So if you're not a member of my team, then you're going to have to get, join with me so you can get this training on Facebook and different ways to build your business. But anyway, the fourth thing is, believe it or not, is volunteering work. I know you're probably thinking, really? Volunteering at various charities or organizations is a great way to find more customers, because when you join, like, for example, I volunteer at the Red Cross. I donate blood because I'm, B positive, which is in demand. So I do charity work as well, but it's also a great way to generate more customers, because they see that you're not some person that's just want to, pitch them, and, you actually care about the community and you want to do something good for the community. So they already know, okay, this person is a decent person, they have integrity. So, they could, just for the fact that you're there volunteering shows that you have integrity and you care about people. So that was a great resource also that I know that most people don't do, but I would highly recommend that as well. Let's see, what was the last one? Referrals is a great way to generate more customers and sales. You can ask for referrals for your network. So maybe your friends and family may not be interested, or maybe your coworker may not be interested, but you can ask them for a referral. Like, well, I know you're not interested, but is there anybody else that would be looking for something like this? So don't forget to ask for referrals. So for example, maybe you showed a prospect your business opportunity, or you showed them the Hilo product, but they weren't interested. Well, if they weren't interested, you can ask them politely, well, hey, would you be open to sending me a couple referrals? Or, do you know anybody? You may not be interested, and I know that, but do you know anybody else that might be concerned about, monitoring their health a little closely? So don't forget to ask for referrals, because you know what? You never know who might be interested. It may not be that person in your network. It might be somebody that they know that will be interested in your product. So I hope this helped give you some ideas to start, thinking outside the box on how to generate more customers for whether it's your business opportunity or your product itself. Because the thing is about being in home business, you have to kind of get outside of the box. You have to test things to, figure out, what works and what doesn't. And most of the times people run out of their warm market to talk to. So you have to start going outside of that comfort zone to start meeting new people. And the more people that you meet, you can figure out creative ways to stay in contact with them without, trying to pitch them all the time. For example, one of the meetup groups that I'm a part of, they might need help with something like social media marketing, or maybe somebody in the group don't know how to, put a picture in a profile, or they don't know how to, start a conversation. Well, I can volunteer, raise my hand and say, hey, I don't mind. I can make an image for you for your Facebook cover, until you might want to hire somebody professional, but until then, I can make a quick one, slap one together for you, and you can use it. So, volunteering to do little things, with going to meetup groups can make you stand out that much more. And it will help bring down that resistance with people when you meet them, when you offer to help them in something. Now, don't go crazy and, if it's something that you don't know how to do, that's okay. But if it's something simple and easy and you know how to do it, and the person maybe not know, how to create an image for a Facebook cover photo, and you know how to do something like that, then volunteer. Because you know what? They're going to be like, hey, yeah, I'll look at what you have. Because when you approach them with it, they'd be more open. So anyway, I hope you found value in this video. Go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. So anyway, have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.